Peace, it's your girl Divine Earth for 1E, and this is Divine Dining. We are on home time at my in-laws house, and we're gonna have tuna cakes, homemade, and omelets. All right, so let me show y'all what I use. Just follow me. That's right, regular tuna. You can use this kind, or you can use the kind that comes in a can, preferably in water. I don't like the ones with oil, but it's your preference. So you're gonna use some tuna. Didn't have breadcrumbs, but I don't know if you know this secret. You can use croutons and crumble them up real good, okay? But if you have breadcrumbs, use breadcrumbs, okay? I use some Key West lime juice, but you can use lemon juice if you have that. Flaxseed. Ain't even gonna taste it, y'all. Okay. Oh, and if you have chia seeds, you can use that too. We use some garlic powder, some minced onion powder, some blackened season, some basil, a little bit of grated Parmesan, and I love garlic, so I have this chopped garlic, like a minced garlic, but I also have garlic powder. I love, love, love garlic. And black pepper, okay? This is for your tuna cakes, and you're gonna need 2 eggs, okay? That's for 2 packs of your tuna. So this is our mix. I've already mixed it up really good, and one of the things you want to make sure is that the consistency is thick enough for you to make a patty. Let's see if we can make a patty here. I'll take a nice little amount. I want it a little bit bigger. Let's see. Alright, you can either do a ball, or for this particular recipe, I'm going to do a patty. It should look just like that. You see how you can't see any, it's not falling apart, it's no juice running, and all of my ingredients are packed in. That's what you want, okay? Here I have a little bit of olive oil just cooking in the pan, and this is some garlic that I put in here, some fresh garlic. I want some olive oil that's cooking for my omelets. So we're going to go ahead and sit that in there like that. Alright. It's good to have a low heat on your pan, so that way you don't have to worry about burning anything. If you need to cut it up some more, you can, but as long as your heat is low, you can kind of take your time with your food. I love to cook, y'all. Alright, so I'm gonna put one more in here with this little bit I got left. I don't want to waste nothing, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that. You want a nice consistency. You don't want nothing falling all apart. Alright? We're just going to let that cook. We want to get it brown on both sides. And we got our olive oil cooking our garlic right now. Okay? It was a lot of garlic here, so I ain't mind using it. But normally I would just use garlic powder. Okay? So we're going to just let that cook. For our omelets, this is what we got for our omelets. We have spinach. This is frozen spinach, but you can use any type of spinach you want. I'm using this because this is all I have today. Let me cut this heat down just a little bit. Alright. And we have some Colby Jack cheese and some tomatoes. Now, normally I would use cherry tomatoes. I don't have them today, so this is going to do. 3 eggs. That's what I got. come back and make some omelets in a few minutes. Alright, so our tuna cakes have already started to brown, so we're going to go ahead and flip those over. And see, when you use breadcrumbs, I'm going to tell you another secret. You can also use instant potatoes. When you use breadcrumbs, though, and potatoes, and you have an egg, your cakes will stay nice and firm. You don't have to worry about them breaking all up. That's frustrating. Alright. Let them keep cooking. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add our spinach in. Because my spinach is frozen. I can just add it just like that. It's actually unthawed a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cook this a little bit. See, for me, I don't really prefer, I don't like to eat an omelet and my spinach is not done unless it's raw spinach. Now, in this case, this is frozen. So I'm just going to cook it down a little bit. I'm going to add my tomatoes and then I'm going to pour my eggs over top and then add my cheese. Cut that up just a little bit more. Alright, our tuna cakes are done, y'all. You see that? Nice and golden brown. That's exactly how you want them to be. I'm going to just take them off of this heat and move this close and cut that burner off. We're going to keep letting that cook. In the meantime, we're going to take our tuna cakes and plate them. Also, a good herb to use in your tuna cakes is parsley, but I didn't have any. So you got to work what you got. Alright, so I've added my tomatoes and it's cooked down. I'm going to go ahead and add my eggs. I told y'all I was vegan-ish. Don't judge me. Don't judge us. Alright. That looks good. I'm going to turn this heat up just a little bit. Ooh, look at that color. See, this is what you want. You want colors in your food. This looks really good. So we're just going to let that sit. Let it bubble a little bit around the edges. And then we're going to add our Kobe cheese. Alright, so we back and we got our bubbles like we were waiting on. Let's go ahead and add some cheese. Some Kobe cheese. We like cheddar, but his parents had Kobe cheese and it was just a lot easier to cut up. I didn't want to open up the other one we had. But normally we love cheddar. So we're going to let that melt just a little bit and then we're going to flip that thing. Alright, so whenever you're making an omelet or something like this, you want to make sure you go around those edges real good and make sure that you can lift it. It may break up a little bit depending on the type of pan you have. And I'm just going to slide as much as I can in here. Flip that bad boy like that. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good, y'all. See how I caught that piece? Get back here. This is an omelet for two, y'all. Now y'all could have did, I could have did 2 separate omelets, but we're pressed for time right now, so I just want to make sure that we did this big one. We could share. That's it, y'all. Just let that sit for a second. I'm gonna plate it and then come back and show you the final product.